So the equation has an equal sign. So B and D are both equations. That's an A. Why is it being a jerk? There we go. So if B and D are equations, what are A and C? Expressions. Process of elimination. It said it was an expression or an equation. So this is an expression. And this one is also an expression. Equations we could solve. Expressions we can simplify. What's up? If we set it equal to 0, we've turned our expression into an equation, which would ask, if our story asked us to do so, we could. But it didn't ask us to. It just said, what is this? So if we set something equal to 0, that's changing something from an expression to an equation. Because we're putting an equal sign in it. Because an equation, my rug moved and I almost fell off of it. I love when I fall off a rug. That's talent. Rugs are flat. Okay. So then we're going to look in here and we're going to try and figure out specifically what these pieces mean here. So what does 35 or 3.25n mean in the story of this problem? Yeah. If it costs $3.25 per gallon and we're buying n gallons of gas, when we multiply them together, what do we get? What are we getting? Yeah, it's for this expression. What does this give us if we do this multiplication? 325 times however many gallons we buy. It gives us what? We're not solving. We're not moving anything around. We're just going to give this guy words. So n's going to be our gallons. If I bought 2 gallons of gas, how much would it cost? If I bought 1 gallon, it would cost $3.25, right? So if I bought 2, it would be $6.50. If I bought 3, $9.75. What is it giving me? Those numbers that I'm saying out loud. The $6.50, the 7. Total. It's our total. So this tells me how much we're going to spend. So the 325n tells me the total cost for n gallons. That expression tells me the cost. So expressions are going to spit out a number. So then if we take this chunk and we make it an equation, the 3.25n now equals 26. What does that mean?
26
Yeah, it's saying that my total cost is 26. We could then solve it to find how many gallons. So this one means that my total cost, because that's what that expression piece meant, equals 26. So we can solve for how many gallons, which I know you guys have way more space to write. I just wanted this all on one page so we could see it on the screen. We can solve this for how many gallons? That is empty. Why am I trying to drink coffee? It's late anyway. So we could do that. You guys have calculators in front of you. How many gallons could we buy for $26? 8. So we could buy 8. We can solve this and get 8. We cannot solve an expression. If there's not an equal sign, we can't solve it to find an answer. We have to have an equal sign to be able to solve. What's up? That's the downside of it being in the back. Okay, we're going to do the same kind of thing with these bottom two. Here we have 40 minus 3.25n. What are those pieces? Yeah, it's my money to spend and the total I'm going to spend. It's like money I have take away the total spent. What's that going to give me if we put that in context? If we take the money I have and take away the money I spent. So you kind of smush them together just in words. So if I walk in with 40 bucks, fancy schmancy money, and I spend some money on gas, what do I have left over? My change, right? So this will spit out our change. Or the amount left in my account, since nobody deals with physical money anymore. You know, in the world of digital money. So it's the amount left in my account. If I only have $40 in my bank account and I walk in, spend something on gas, I'm going to leave with less money on my account. The amount left. Or the amount left on the gift card. Okay, I'm going to have to give in and put a little more space up here. Because I'm running out of room. We have one last one on this page. We are doing another page today. So one more to put in context before we look at the next piece. So you're looking at, that's looking at steps to solve. That is a way to do it. We're just putting it in context here. It's this piece. When is this piece gonna equal this? So it's when however much money I spend is gonna leave me with $1. So let's say it's a gift card to Speedway. If I have $40 on my gift card, I want to have $1 left because I need to buy a lottery scratcher. Like, I need to. It's a thing. So I need to have $1 left after I buy my gas. So this is my balance and how much I can spend on gas, and I need to have $1 left. Okay? So this would be something we could solve to find out how much gas we could buy there's lots of ways to word it, so whatever you have might not be wrong. How much gas we can buy and still have $1. Still have $1. I could solve this and find out how much gas we can buy and still have $1 left for my retirement fund. The lottery ticket. Not a great retirement fund, but it's my plan. Not really my plan, but that's my plan in the story. I can only spend so much. I have to have my retirement plan because clearly I'm going to win the lotto and never have to worry about money again. the plan, right? We shan't foil the plan. Okay, so practicing finding the pieces. We're gonna need to be able to find the cost for some number of gallons. Being able to find the words. The words are the hardest part of this, and the words are the hardest part of story problems for a lot of people. It's super common for that to be the hard part, which is why we are practicing it in a lot of stuff. If you look through this chapter, there are story problems on a lot of pages. Not every page, but a lot of pages. Okay? Questions on this page? The next page does not have a story problem. So we like it. There's not a story problem. We're going to look at page 36. So what we're going to do is we're asked to determine if this is a solution. So they've given us a choice. They said here, x equals 2. I want to know if this is true when x equals 2. What can I do to test that? Substitute it in. I want to know if 2 plus 2 is the same thing as 2 squared plus 4. I'm with you on that one. Because 2 plus 2 gives me 4. 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So, okay, too many steps. 2 squared gives me 4, and that 4 drops down, right? So simplifying again, I need to bring it to the side because I'm out of space. We have 4 equals 8. Is that true? No. So no, this one is not a solution. Let's look at number 2 together, and then I'll have you do the last 3 on your own, or with a partner. I like partners. So then on this one it says when p is negative 2. So if we substitute in negative 2 in place of this p, plus 2 equals negative 2 squared minus 4. Negative 2 plus 2 is what? 0. What is negative 2 squared? Positive 4. Right? Because negative 2 times negative 2 gives us positive 4. If you do it in the calculators, you have to put parentheses around your negative base. You have to. The phones are notoriously terrible at getting the negatives in the wrong spot, so I would not recommend doing exponents with your phone. They're really bad at getting negatives and exponents in the right spot. If you put it in parentheses, just like I wrote it here, parentheses negative 2, close parentheses squared, it'll give you the right answer every time. If you put parentheses around your base.
Is that supposed to be negative 2 squared? Because it don't say it.
It is negative. That's what. Doesn't say it on your book, or it doesn't say it on mine?
No, it says like p squared.
P squared. I substituted in my negative 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Go ahead. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what is 4 minus 4? 0. So is p equals negative 2 a solution? Yes. This one is a solution. Because 0 does in fact equal 0. That's a thing. 0 is 0. Okay, so I want you to look at the rest of the ones on this page. I want you to try it. See if they are solutions. See if they work.
Can I start?
Yeah. So look through 3 through 6 and see what you got. And feel free to use calculators, totally fine. You can also go before class, you know that. You can also go before class. Oh, my screen just got grumpy. Here we go. Okay, so what do we think? For 3, is this a solution? This one, what do we get for number 3? So does it work at a equals 0? Nope. If you substitute that in, you get all kinds of funky things. And there's a few different ways to do it, which is why I'm not giving you exact numbers on what you should have gotten. There's different ways to process these. It's totally fine if you took a different path than somebody else to test this. How about for number 4? Does that one work? Ooh, I hear debate. I love debate. Debate is fun. So let's see. Let's look at it. If we have 5 minus 0, that's a minus, not a times, over 5 plus 0, is that going to equal -1? Because 5 minus 0 gives us positive 5, and 5 plus 0 gives us positive 5, and that definitely does not simplify down to -1. So no, this one doesn't work either. How about number 5? Nope. So all this work and we don't have any solutions here? You gotta test stuff. We always gotta test it. Okay? Also, sometimes we're jerks and we don't give you actual answers when you test stuff. So you gotta check it. We only had one up here that even worked. Looking at this expression number 2, we said that was the same at -2. Is it one of those things that's always true? Is p plus 2 always gonna equal p squared minus 4? Or does it only work at p equals -2? Are these two things the same thing? Nah. It just only works the one time. It might have another time that it works, but it's going to be annoying to figure out. Okay, so sometimes we're going to have things where we just have to test it. Tomorrow, we're going to be working on some more solving things. I'm going to get back to practicing some solving stuff. Okay, so there's not a new homework assignment today. 2-1 is still, like, it's the first homework of the chapter. It's not even due until, like, middle of next week. So you can start on it if you want to. But otherwise, we've got about 15 minutes till the end of the period. That's all we got today. What's up? Okay. Yeah, okay.